Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So I've had a lot of people asking about foods for vampire crabs, and it got me thinking, because vampire crabs eat pretty much the same stuff as shrimp, I'm going to do a video for shrimp, and essentially that'll work over for vampire crabs. So if you're here for either, this stuff works exactly the same for both species. So the first one on the list is going to be stinging nettle. So this isn't going to be available for everyone, but a lot of people, even in America, some places in Australia and Europe, you can find this. Most people know what it is. When you get stung, it's quite painful. It's harmless, but it's quite annoying. Anyway, essentially just pick this, find it in an area that you know doesn't have any sort of chemicals being sprayed on it. It grows everywhere, it's pretty crazy, but shrimp absolutely love it. It's the #1 thing I've fed them, and they just go berserk for it. Other fish as well, pygmy cories, black mollies seem to love it, even cherry barbs seem to smash it. Got a little bit of footage here of all those species absolutely hammering it. So essentially you just boil it for a little while, the same as you would spinach, and the stinging nettle bars will just melt off, about 5 minutes usually, and then you just drop it in and the shrimp will demolish it. Even the stems will get eaten. I've noticed the pygmy cories love the stems the most, so this is definitely #1 on the list, and if you do have it available, it's definitely worth a try. And as I said before, vampire crabs love this stuff as well. And if you want to look it up, it's actually quite an old school superfood, and humans can eat it as well. And it's good for tons of things. Definitely worth looking at. Okay, next up we have carrot. Carrot's also pretty good. You can leave the skin on when you prepare it. Just make sure you boil it, and then just drop it in little slices. It takes shrimp quite a while to get through it, so it's quite a good long food to keep in there. Keep it in there for a day or two before you take it out. It doesn't sort of tarnish the water like some things like zucchini can. So that's pretty much carrot. Just cook it till it's soft and drop it straight in. So after carrot, one of the next best options to try is lettuce. Lettuce is quite good as well. You have to boil it as well or steam it just for a little while, just so it sinks, and drop that straight in, and the shrimp will smash it again as well. Still not as good as stinging nettle, but definitely easy and cheap, and you've probably got it in your fridge already. So after lettuce, cabbage is also good. Treat it the same way. This here is just a Chinese cabbage or a wombok, depending on where you live. I've noticed the shrimp prefer the green stuff. They're not so big of a fan on the white hard part, but I noticed my plecos love that, and for some reason Amano shrimp really like this white stuff as well, but the normal cherries and stuff, they prefer the green stuff. Again, for the cabbage, just boil it as you normally would, however you'd eat it, drop it in the shrimp tank, and it's good to go. So after cabbage, cucumber. I think everyone's tried cucumber. You can drop it in fresh or give it a bit of a steam or a boil, and just enough to get it to sink, and the shrimp will love that as well. Quite a common one, so most people are probably already trying that. After cucumber, this one here is quite unusual. If you spend some time on Reddit, you'll notice that banana comes up quite often in the subreddit for shrimp. So obviously just peel it, slice it into some little pieces, and drop it straight in. No need to prepare it other than that, and the shrimp go crazy for it. It's kind of like a shrimp dessert. Definitely cheap, easy, and something most people already have. After banana, there's spinach. It's another common one. Similar to stinging nettle in a way, but still not as good for the shrimp. They don't smash it as quick, but definitely healthy for them. Lots of minerals and stuff, and they will appreciate it. Again, just give it a little bit of a steam or a boil and drop it straight in, and it will get eaten. Another oddball, potato. This seems to work really well. I don't know why I tried it, but just leave the skin on, boil it till it's soft, so about the level you would turn it into mash, and then just drop little squares in. It takes a while for the shrimp to get through it, but they eat the entire thing except the skin, and you can usually leave it in for a couple of days so it doesn't destroy the water or make the water cloudy or anything like, again, zucchini can. Which reminds me, make sure you take your banana out after about 12 hours, because banana can be a bit of a problem with the water. Not dangerous, just ugly. Okay, another odd one after potato is similar to banana, so cantaloupe or rockmelon. Just take the skin off and get rid of the seeds and drop the inside in. No need to cook it or steam it or anything, just drop it straight in, and the shrimp will really appreciate it. I don't think it's quite as good as banana, but it's definitely up there. They definitely like the change of flavor. Another common one is broccoli. Again, you need to steam this one just enough to get it to sink, about the level you would eat it at, so probably about 5 minutes or something, and drop it straight in. Again, shrimp will eat the entire thing. It does take a while to get through the stem, so if you don't want to have an unsightly chunk of broccoli in there, just take it out after a day or so. Nice and easy. And the final one on the list is pumpkin. Pumpkin is a bit of a weird one as well. You need to take the skin off and boil it, similar to a potato. The same with the seeds, get rid of those, just put a nice little piece of orange pumpkin in, and the shrimp will eat the entire thing. Again, this is just a sample pumpkin, so you can use pretty much any kind of pumpkin you want. I don't think they really have a preference. I've tried a couple. Anyway, that's pretty much the main ones. Obviously, I left zucchini out because I think everybody's using zucchini at the moment. And you still want to use your traditional shrimp food, so the shrimp pellets, any of your Huggy wafers. So good mixed diet works best for shrimp. And as I said before, this same stuff works exceptionally well for vampire crabs. So if you haven't actually had a look at vampire crabs, I've got a ton of videos on them, a lot of shorts as well. They're quite funny little creatures, so I'll leave those in the description, so check them out. And if you got any other weird foods you think shrimp might enjoy that you want to share, just drop them in the comments. And as always, if you found this useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, see you next time.